Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Here we go.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Here's Johnson again on second down, and he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. There he goes, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he'll go down, right down at the 20-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. 2nd and 20. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Here's Fields. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. The kick by Lutz is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Chop alert. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one 28 yards on the ground.
What I continue to hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Fields.
His throw incomplete.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Logan. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Right, it's been this negative as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Caught by Allen. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he's caught. And he is going to have the Bears first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are once again back in front.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing.
There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Titans.
Chigga
76 yards.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I got you, boy.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Off play action, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run with Logan. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bears first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And that'll throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. It's caught here by Adams. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, it's Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields.
he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Here we go, son.
Fields on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Fields now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Tag.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll buy some time right. It's complete. Burks. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On the check.
2nd and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
That's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks,
34 yards.
and the Titans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
McPherson on for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This two shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
On play action, Fields.
Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. To throw is Fields. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Adams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air again, Fields. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Ready.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Ready.
2nd and 9.
18, Pioneer.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Into space at the 45.
As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here we go. Set.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go.
He'll look to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Cut my 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw again. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw.
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Steps away to his left.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Here we go.
First down, Bears.
11.
They'll set up to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 14.
26 yards. First down, Chicago.
Now Fields.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10. Fields.
fighting through pressure. Flushed out right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Now Fields.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Okay,
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
70 Lions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Bronco 80. 18 Rattler. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Lion. Go.
Back to throw here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd down. All eyes on Fields. Pass complete. It's Adams.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Here we go.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.